Hello again, this is AgrahamLincoln from my world. This is another episode of Abraham Lincoln Goes Mining, and this one I will be showing you guys my completed minecart system. So first, let's just take a ride, and we'll see where it goes. Over here, I've put some lava because the lava will be my new lighting across all of my houses. Torches will be soon obsolete and they will no longer stay forever. Then I made this whole underwater area. This took hours and hours and hours. Essentially what I had to do, I'll show you. I had to take sand and I had to take 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4 block, 5 block. You can see it's about 5 blocks wide where the water's altered. And I had to fill it up all the way from there down curve around here. Then I had to take it and mine out these 1, 2, 3 areas. Put glass on the edge. Take away these bottom glasses, or just not put them there. It doesn't matter. And then you had to dig away all the sand on the outside of it so that the water would be adjacent to the glass. And I was up till about 7 o'clock this morning doing that, and it was pretty god-awful. It took me forever, but I finished that, and I'm pretty happy about it because I like this a lot more than I like the strange dirt that kind of sits on top of the water. But let's show you how my minecart system works now. This is just a simple booster. I'm going to change this eventually, but at the moment that works. It gets me going. I gotta go fill in blocks on the edges like that, but I really don't feel like doing that right now. Lava's gonna go all along here and all the way along these edges too, so that it's lava lit completely. And then I'm gonna have to put lava down here. Well, maybe not down here. I think I might leave areas dark simply because I don't need to see. But this is my exit station, and you'll see here in a second, or at least it should. Sometimes it takes a while, but a minecart will come around here, pick that up, and it shoots it right down here into that fodder. Let me show you that. That's the exit station that I built. I believe this is the easiest way to get out. Over to here. Okay. So up here we have a broken system. Uh-oh. I have never seen that happen before. So this is a booster system. What happens is when I hit this switch over here where that minecart is, because I'll literally, it's a stone pressure plate, and when you stand on it, when you get into the cart that's on the pressure plate, it will trigger the pressure plate. That changes this track, allows this minecart to come down here, pick up one of these, and bring it over here, and it will spit it out exactly where the minecart was that I was at. All the while, that same switch will trigger this booster cart the same kind of way. It'll bring it down here, boost it along, bring it down here, all the way around, and it will spit it out here until it goes, picks you up, kind of like I showed you. It'll bring us down here and spit us up there. Now, the reason I have this is because as I'm coming down this same exact track, by the orientation of this, when I'm going up, it'll go straight up. But when I'm coming down, it'll curve and come around here, get boosted up, and it will come all the way up here until I go down, around, get boosted again. You know, it takes a lot of boosters to do this stuff. Come up here, but this time it'll go around and land on that pressure plate. Now when that pressure plate's triggered, it'll trigger this booster system. And this one will come around here. Get boosted again. The reason why this is so long is so you have time to get off. I kind of closed up these entrances because I don't need to go in here much anymore. And I'll bring it around here, and hopefully you're out of the cart by then, because otherwise your head's just gonna hit this and it's just gonna stop, and it's gonna break the system. But you'll hop out, and then it'll come around, bring that, boost that cart. This will go straight back into that system, and it will spit this cart down in the fodder there. So pretty crazy. This is my old minecart system, which I no longer need because I have my new system. That's about it. I mean, there's not much really else. It's a pretty fantastic system in my opinion. It works well. I haven't changed anything else in my world other than in my backyard. I'll show you that. I can't get over there. And one of these days, maybe I'll make a door out there. I was fooling around with some redstone, trying to figure out how to work switches out here. Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll build a door out to the backyard, and make it look more like a backyard than just a friggin' pit. But while I was doing this, I had so much trouble because this water kept pouring in and washing out my tracks. But I just covered that up a little bit. You know, I have so much redstone down here. You know, this goes all the way along until that area. But I don't feel like uncovering that because I feel like I'll break something. It took me forever. The redstone circuitry is probably the hardest part about this because you have to hide it. And the way I built my house, excuse me. The way I built my house, I have really thin floors, which probably wasn't a good idea. I didn't want my floors to be very close, very spread out, I'm sorry, so that I could kind of just hop in. Here, let's get a minecart down here. I didn't want my floors to be spread out because that way I could just, it's easier to get down from one floor to the other. It takes less time, but it kind of worked against me because, you know, now my ceilings here, which are supposed to be 4 in height, are 2 in height over here because I have redstone right there, and it really looks weird in this room because over here there's that lip, there's this area, this 1, 2, 3. That used to be. Yeah, there's redstone along this ridge, and it's just awkward because the ceilings aren't square. But you know, maybe when I build my mine, which is my old house, which hasn't been built yet, but when I build my mine there, I'm going to put the same system in there, except for have it just kind of linked with this one, so that you'll have a booster cart and all that fancy jazz just for going from one place to the other place. When I build that, I'm going to make it a lot better. It's going to be a lot more organized. I'll probably have a hallway, and I'll probably say, you know, booster cart 1 with, and then I'll have another room, and I'll say like with another sign, and I'll probably say something like minecart fodder, and another door it says booster cart, and then another door, and then I'll be like one room over here and another room over here, and it'll be like enter and exit, kind of like enter the minecart system and exit the minecart system, which would be a lot more organized. So you have a hallway with closed doors and just 2 nice rooms, so it looked pretty awesome. But the biggest problem about this though is when you're standing on this minecart, it'll come right down here, and when you hop out, when you hop out, if you're standing on this track or if you're standing over here, you can stand over here, but if you stand over here or anywhere along this track or over here, when this minecart comes to pick it up, it'll break it, because either this minecart will hit you and it will stop, or this minecart will hit you and it will stop. But that's another thing with this because I didn't plan it out very well, but it works, and that's kind of all I care about at the moment, because this is the first time I've ever done any of this stuff, and first time is definitely the most rudimentary, but pretty cool stuff. I haven't changed much else, and if I do change anything else though, I will show you guys. So have a nice day.